Okay, I'm on to my second card, so I've only got 20 minutes. This is a defective card, as I've said before, to try and go into this reserve in here and see if there's any glandulizers. So we'll see if we can find it. It's on the back of Sourbriar Creek. Because I live here now on the banks of Sourbriar Creek, or close to the banks of Sourbriar. Whereas in Western Australia I used to live on the banks basically of Bannister Creek, and used to jump over the back fence. Unfortunately I think the back fence may have been asbestos, and I did see motes flying into the air, so you know, if I end up with mesothelioma later on in life, it's probably due to those 5 years of jumping over the back fence, you know, at least a few times each day, I suppose. You know, after school and on the weekends and the holidays. On the holidays, you know, you'd be doing it, you know, 10 or 12 times during the day, you know, climbing over and jumping every which way. So you never know. There is a lot of asbestos in Western Australia because the Witnoo mine is up the north there. Because you know it is a big state. And it's very easy to transport down in a way. There used to be some growing in there, and there used to be a whole load of peltatas growing in here. I watched them grow for 5 seasons until some clown, some lady working for the bush care site, sprayed them all with Roundup and killed them all. And a friend of mine who works in the bush care area, he actually caught her. She'd actually dabbed her a native orchid, and he said, "Oh, it's too late. It was like 3 hours ago. There's no point even washing it off. It's just too late. If she'd just done it, I could have washed it off, and the plant would have been knocked back a bit, but it would have survived. But after 3 hours or so, nah, it was gone. So the next time she turns up in the area, I might actually punch her. I've never ever considered punching a woman ever in my life, but for her, I think I'll make an exception. I'll put the Australian bush first. Because that's it, there's no plants there anymore. I watched them, you know, there was 40 or 50 plants. I watched them grow from seedlings to about 30 centimetres high over 5 seasons. And she just wiped them out in a day, basically. Sprayed them and they were gone the next year. No, nothing there. So, you know, it's the first time I've ever considered, if she comes into the area, I might put a note on the windscreen, but I don't think she'll get a note on the windscreen. I think I just had to go whack. And then she'll remember for the rest of her life, and she may actually consult a book and find out what is native and what's non-native. So hopefully she'll never turn up in this area ever again, because I'll be on the lookout. She drives a white car like mine, so hopefully I won't be confused with her and punch myself. Haha, joke. But anyway, this used to be quite open years ago too. But it's become quite overgrown. We do need a bushfire. We did have a bushfire here on the 2 days after my birthday in 1998. So it was on the 24th of February here in 1998 we had a bushfire. And that big log that you see over the creek there, that used to be a tree, and it took a whole week to burn out. It was just full of red coals in there, and they've used it now. They turned it into like a bridge, and the school kids used to use it as going across the creek. I might be able to film it later on or take a photograph of it, but it's getting quite overcrowded now. But in here you find a few glandulars, and they may be late enough to oh, there's a magpie in here. Oh, it's getting pretty dark, but in previous years it's never been quite this dark. It's been quite open, and of course now all this acacia oh, look at them. God, they're head height. Oh, gone beyond head height. Now they're twice my height. Well, I saw them when they were just like seedlings. So, yeah, maybe you won't find any down here. But you can see this sort of going between these bushes. This is what I had to sort of basically crawl through and hack through to find that Profolia site back in 1995. So, a 3-hour odyssey into hell it was basically. I didn't even think I was going to get out, actually. I thought I was going to, you know, I'd be having the helicopters out searching for me that night, sort of thing. But Oh no, it's just too. It's got too dry here. As I said, we're going into our 14th year of El Nino. We were supposed to flip into 10 years of wet, but it hasn't happened, and we're just going to have a 14th year, maybe 15 years of drought. You know, terrible, really. Because the bush could do with, but of course, on the bush's timescale, that's nothing really. I'm sure they've had longer, extended periods of drought over the last 80,000 years. But anyway, come through here. The light's quite nice at this time of day too. Yeah, morning, early morning and late afternoon are good times to get out and photograph CPs. Morning you get a lot of dew on the plants, so you got to adjust the time of year and things like that. A lot of mung trees around, mung trees. Anyway, over and out for this clip, I think.